The start list for the men's horizontal bar final here in Munich. The top performer in qualification, Marios Ioriu of Cyprus, the penultimate gymnast to go, but there's not a great deal actually that separated a lot of these competitors in qualification. He just won by a single tenth the execution tiebreak over Ahmet Under of Turkey. So without further ado, let's set the bar high and bring out your contenders for European Championship gold. It's the last event of Munich 2022, and it's always a thriller. France will be represented by Paul de Guy, the reigning French all-around champion. 8th best in qualification. Very well executed routine to get into the final. If you want drama on the horizontal bar, Noah Kuavita is your man. His dismount is sensational. If he hits that, he could well be in contention. He was the 4th best performer in qualifying. It feels right that we see this impressive gentleman in a final. Joel Platter, who performed so well in the all-around final, which was the qualification for the apparatus finals. Joel Platter, 5th best performer in horizontal bar qualification. Also that we see James Hall of Great Britain, such an important part of the team that won the gold medal. 7th best in horizontal bar qualification. His horizontal bar routine in the team final was better than in qualifying. A contrast provided when we look at Ahmet Under of Turkey. He was the 2nd best in horizontal bar qualification with a score of 14.233, but he had difficulties in the team final. The first Lithuanian ever to win a medal at the European Championships of Artistic Gymnastics and at the European Games. He won the horizontal bar on both occasions. Robert Tvorogel, the 6th best performer in qualification. He's got room to move upwards if he can get through his routine a little more cleanly than in qualification. There is the top performer in qualification, Marios Ioriu. 14.233, same as Ahmet Under, but better execution, lower difficulty. And a really surprise performer in the all-around competition, 5th place Noah Seifert from Switzerland. 3rd best performer in qualification for this final. And you know what, the Swiss didn't do too badly on horizontal bar at the Glasgow 2018 European Championships. They won the title through Oliver Heggie. So those are your contenders. Blythe, looking at them all, this was a close qualification process.
And it has all the markings of a close final as well. A few candidates to highlight. Joel Platter of Spain, the highest difficulty score in qualification, tied with Ahmet Under. With Under, however, he has been great. He has also shown moments of inconsistency. You have to wonder which version of him and his gymnastics you are going to get in this final. And what more can we say about Marios Ioriu of Cyprus, the top qualifier and the man who has real potential to take the gold? But it does feel very open despite all that. We've seen surprises today. We anticipated that. I don't see why we wouldn't on high bar as well. From someone like this man, Noah Kuavita of Belgium. Such great work and such an amazing dismount.
This is a gymnast who made the horizontal bar final at the first European Multisport Championships in Glasgow. He's come back from a very bad spell of injury lately, Noah Kuavita. We're thrilled that he's here in this final.
And it's been almost shocking to watch how good he is and how high the level he has demonstrated, given that he did tear his Achilles at the end of last year. Here we are only 9 months later, and he looks close to his top form.
There is Joel Platter, who really has announced himself as a more than credible all-around performer. It looks like he's having fun, doesn't he, Marios Ioriu? Cyprus at the Commonwealth Games, the team that took bronze, it meant the world to them. Marios Ioriu took 4 bronze medals in total at those championships, including the all-around.
And because Cyprus did not compete in the team final here, he might be a little fresher than the rest.
Just 4 will warm up and compete first. The Swiss have great tradition on this apparatus. It's often one of their finest. And it always is hugely popular in the stands. Crowds love to watch a horizontal bar final. It's time to begin the last final at the European Championships. Paul de Guy of France, 25-year-old at his second European Championships. 8th best in qualifying.
Thoroughly experienced gymnast with really nice combinations, very smart, beginning with Yamawaki to Ginger. There's a layout Kachev. And there he swings the wrong way on the Takemoto full. He will lose 0.3 of a point for that.
Well landed though, on the whole from Paul de Guy. That's a strong performance to begin this horizontal bar final. It's a cliche, but if the first gymnast, even if they're unfancied, manages to stay on the apparatus, you just never know, especially in an unpredictable horizontal bar final like this.
One thing he did really well was this connection of release skills. That's something that will build his difficulty. He'll get bonus for that. There was perhaps a small lack of amplitude and bent arms as he grasped the bar both times. Those will be rather minimal deductions, however. The biggest problem came there. He's actually supposed to continue going forward out of the pirouette, and because he goes backwards, swinging the wrong way, automatic 0.3 of a point. But he did a really nice job, all that said, of keeping the routine going and not compounding the deductions.
Paul de Guy. What sort of number will we see from the reigning French all-around champion? It was 13.833 in qualification, 13.166 here. He does lose 0.4 of difficulty and 0.3 of execution. For all of the reasons that Blythe, you were alluding to there. Noah Kurvita of Belgium next to go. Well, we always talk about his dismount, but the bit before it, the routine itself, that's also quite fun. 4th best in qualification from the 23-year-old.
The amplitude on this release move is superb. Lay out Kovac. And he's not done. Tucked Kovac. Huge. And once again, just brilliant on this sequence of Kachev's. Connected, of course. But the same error that we just saw from Paul de Guy.
He's got the crowd absolutely on the edge of their seats. Big, big moment for Noah Kuavita as he winds up. Get ready for this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost landed it. Almost from Noah Kuavita of Belgium. So nearly a triumphant routine.
But how great it is to see him back and performing this routine on the international stage, which is right where he belongs.
I think that's so important to say, Blythe. Quite right. The injury he suffered was an awful injury.
His placement on these release skills is just right. He's fully extended as he grasps the bar, no bending of the elbows. And of course sets this up perfectly as well. Yes, it's slightly under-rotated, but it is so difficult that you have to give him huge credit for doing it. And he gets it.
Truly thrilling gymnast on this piece. 13.166 for Noah Kuavita. He's in second place due to the tie-break criteria. Paul de Guy higher on execution. But again, just welcome back, Noah Kuavita. We've missed you. We've missed watching your spectacular gymnastics. Joel Plata of Spain, 5th best in qualification. Great performer in the all-around.
This is a Cassina full twisting double layout over the bar. Same thing in the tuck position. The Coleman. Pair of Kachevs, well done. Very nice right to handstand, the Takemoto half. Only the dismount. Full twisting double layout and stuck!
That's the way we wish to remember Joel Plata from these European Championships. 4th place in the all-around competition. He had a marvellous day on Thursday, and he has announced himself as a really robust all-around performer at the highest level.
Great amplitude, and puts himself in position to swing out cleanly with both of the twisting Kovac skills. And on a day when people are having difficulty with the pirouetting skills to handstand, he shows none at all on that Takemoto half. And then what a way to cap off this routine with the full twisting double layout, getting the all-important stick and leaving that as the lingering impression.
Joel Plata stands tall after these championships. He will lead, that is absolutely clear. 14, exactly as in qualification. Loses a 10th of difficulty, gains a 10th of execution, gives himself a real chance. It's a decent place to be after 3 have gone. Now to James Hall of Great Britain, team gold medalist. 13.9 in qualification, but better in the team final.
Plenty of difficulty here as well. Fully extended on the Cassina to catch. Once again, the Coleman, beautifully done. Takemoto full, the first to make it over. Bit more of a close shave on the half, but he does it. Double twisting, double layout.
What a swingful and fluid display from James Hall of Great Britain. Really nice gymnastics. Elegance and power in combination on that piece. A great way to finish his European Championships.
It's so important on horizontal bar right now to be able to catch the release elements with straight arms and to swing a full giant out of them. In everything he does, he is such a clean gymnast. Really good technique. Reliable too. And if you want a summation of how Great Britain have performed at these European Championships, this is a very good routine to look to. Difficulty, consistency, and beauty.
James Hall completed his full set of colours at the European Championships by adding the team gold to the team silver from 2018 and the all-around bronze from 2017. He goes into second place here with 13.933. So at the halfway mark, it's Platter, Hall and De Guy. There's been a shuffling of the pack. Now Kurvita drops down into 4th position. Having a jolly old chat together, James Hall and Joel Platter. A little more nervous is Paul De Guy, as you can understand, because his is the bronze medal score, and it's a lower score by around 8/10 on the silver medal mark. There's your leader. So we've now got to come the top 3 qualifiers plus the European champion from 2020. Just to let you know that Spain has only won 2 medals on the horizontal bar at the European Championships. Jesus Carballo won it in 1998, and before that a silver medal in 1957 for a wonderful gymnast called Joaquin Blume, who passed away all too young at just 25 in a plane crash. He was going to a competition with the Spanish gymnastics team, or for the Spanish gymnastics team, and he was a gymnast who was very highly regarded ahead of the 1960 Olympic Games.
He is still honored in Spain today with a memorial competition that is named after him, held in his honor.
So as Joel Platter leads the way in this horizontal bar final, we raise a glass, metaphorically or literally, to Joaquin Blume, the 1957 silver medalist whose career and life was cut so very sadly all too short. Ahmet Önder of Turkey. Second best performer in qualification. You just never quite know what sort of routine it will be. It can be brilliant, it can not all go according to plan. He has the numbers to lead. Can he do it?
As with all his gymnastics, there's no shortage of difficulty. Starting off with a beautiful Cassina. Just a wonderful, wonderful Coleman that was floated over the bar.
And for Ahmet Önder, it is all too reminiscent, sadly, of the team final, and less so of his marvellous qualification routine.
This seems to be what happens to him often in final scenarios. It can be so brilliant, and in the blink of an eye, it can all go wrong.
And therein is gymnastics, and indeed all elite level sports in microcosm. Nonetheless, the all-around silver medalist from these championships. Solid finish from Ahmet Önder of Turkey, but as he bows out from these championships, let's cast our minds back to Thursday, to him becoming the most successful Turkish man in all-around competition in the history of the European Championships. That is how we ought to remember Ahmet Önder's Munich 2022. Sadly, this is the focus right now. But, oh, you can see James Hall there just with him and willing him. Same for Joel Platter. And isn't that a lovely sight when you see the people leading the way, wanting the gymnast that's next to go to deliver the routine?
Nobody knows better than they do how terribly difficult it is to do these skills, especially under the pressure of a final like this. They all understand so well.
No celebration from them. You'd never get that in the sport of gymnastics. No joy in the misfortune of others. There is dignity and decorum in the way they conduct themselves. And it's fitting for someone like him, who's a great gentleman of the sport, and how he treats his fellow competitors. 12.366 for Ahmet Önder.
He is the first to congratulate others on their successes, and he is one of the hardest workers that you will ever find.
European champion from 2020 next. Robert Svoregal of Lithuania. The greatest Lithuanian practitioner.
And in just a moment, you will see why he is that. The amplitude that he gets on his release skills is second to none. Starts off with a layout Kachev, and this should be in combination, a straddle Kachev and another layout. Just the dismount, full twisting, double layout.
What a dismount too from Robert Svoregal of Lithuania. A rare smile from the very calm and composed Lithuanian. Now that was well done.
And this should be a better scoring routine than what he showed in qualification. Not only did he hit his catch-ups, which he usually does, and the Takemoto skills right to the handstand. Very nice combination, that. But the question for him was really the dismount. He sometimes has problems with the landing of this, tends to under-rotate it a bit. Today, it was right on. In qualification, he had a huge lunge forward, lost at least half a point. But that's not the case today. So, we will see.
It is Plata, Hall, De Guy, 1, 2, and 3. Are we to see a change? Certainly, Paul De Guy will be expecting not to stay in bronze medal position when the score comes in for Robert Tvorogel. A 27-year-old from Vilnius who had a tough Olympic Games. He said he was too focused on the horizontal bar right from the start, struggled in the all-around, and didn't make it into the horizontal bar final. 13.9, down from qualification by just around a tenth or so. And so he goes into the bronze medal position. James Hall remains in silver. Joel Plata has now won a European Championship medal with 2 left, the first and third best in qualification, to Marios Ioriou of Cyprus. The all-around bronze medalist from 2019, top qualifier.
Excellent pirouetting elements so far. Can he match it with the releases? Oh, huge Cassina. Beautiful Coleman as well. There's only the dismount. This should be a double twisting, double layout.
That is very fine from a relieved, if not thrilled, Marios Ioriou of Cyprus. A moment of individual brilliance from one of the biggest team players out there.
That was fantastic to watch. The composition of his routine, quite different than some. He does a lot of in-bar elements, a lot of really graceful Stalder work in there as well. But of course, you also want to see, since this is horizontal bar, the huge flying releases, and he delivers those too. Beautiful execution throughout. Really tight double twisting, double layout, and a very nice landing as well. And the delight, it's just palpable, isn't it?
Marios Ioriou waits for a score that could be very significant in the context of this horizontal bar final. Joel Plata leads, but for how much longer? No longer! 14.4. Marios Ioriou goes into the lead. He guarantees Cyprus at least a silver medal. It would be their first ever silver medal at the European Championships of Gymnastics. Joel Platter will win at least bronze with one gymnast to go.
Der letzte in diesem Finale anregt. Sein erstes Finale bei Europameisterschaften. Für die Schweiz, der Schweizer Mehrkampfmeister 2022.
Noah Seifert of Switzerland. The third best performer in qualification, 14.133. Fifth in the all-around.
Takamoto half to tucked Kovac. Very nicely done. The piked Kovac.
Isn't that lovely?
Unique giant skill. Wonderful inverted giants. This is very good so far. And a triple back tuck.
Wow, what a finish from Noah Seifert of Switzerland. Triple back tuck to conclude his routine. That was incredible stuff. Well, we thought the interior of the routine was spectacular. It was beautiful close control work. Marios Ioriu has to recognise, and does recognise, that was something that got the crowd out of their seats. That was a very memorable routine, wasn't it, from Noah Seifert?
Very good from start to finish. This he did in connection with one of those pirouetting skills. Really good mechanics, clear pike position. And this, not the most difficult skill in his routine, but one of the most eye-catching. But this one, clearly the most eye-catching. You think you're winding down, but no, you are electrified by seeing a triple back.
Fifth in the all-around. He won his first international medal this season. We should say we have an inquiry in for the score of Robert Tvorogel. So we're going to have to confirm that before we can let you know for certain who has actually won this title. Robert Tvorogel given a 5.5 for difficulty. He had a 5.6 in qualification. So we've got a little touch of anticipation here. Noah Seifert certainly is going to feature in the final stages of this competition when the scores come in. But first of all, we have to have the result of the inquiry. Now, the outcome of the inquiry could be significant. If Robert Tvorogel does gain the extra difficulty he thinks he should have, he would go above Joel Platter. And look at that, he has done. He's got the extra 10th. 14. Tvorogel goes up by 1/10. He goes ahead of Joel Platter on the execution tiebreak by 2/10. So it's now Ioriu, Tvorogel and Platter with the score for Seifert to come in. It's 13.9 for Noah Seifert of Switzerland. 5th place for him. Here's a difficulty exactly the same as in qualification. And I don't think they've seen that. in the arena come in. He's waiting, Marius Yuriu, for his date with destiny.
Wir schauen noch nach Robert Vorgal. Das ist die neue Note für Robert Vorgal. Da oben steht noch die 13,9. Und hier ist die neue Note für Robert Vorgal. Los geht's!
Well, we have seen that score before. The athletes have seen it, the Robert Vorgal inquiry, and now that means that Marius Yuriu can celebrate the first ever gold medal won by Cyprus at the European Artistic Gymnastics Championships. Huge congratulations to Super Marios, their first ever European champion. Robert Vorgal wins the silver medal. He's back on the podium after a disappointing Olympics. And Joel Plata of Spain is a bronze medalist to really round off what's been a great championships for him. Marius Yuriu wins the first ever European Championship title for a Cypriot gymnast. And he looks thrilled, doesn't he, Joel Plata? It's been a breakout championships for him. Let's hear from the champion, Cyprus's first and finest, Marius Yuriu.
Großen Applaus für Marius Yuriu. Marius, congratulations. Great exercise, but you injured your shoulder.
Yes, in the qualification I injured my shoulder on the rings, but I'm so happy that I can be in the final on high bar. So, yeah.
So we've heard the doctor said, no, you can't do this, and you said, oh, of course I do it.
It was a really hard decision with me and my coach and the rest of the team, because it's my career, so except gymnastics, first health. So yeah.
But now it's gold medal.
Yeah, feeling so happy about it.
Congratulations for Marius Yuriu, Cyprus.
Marius Yuriu of Cyprus. The classified results in the men's horizontal bar final. The bronze medal to Joel Plata of Spain, the silver to Robert Vorgal of Lithuania, and the gold medal to Cyprus's Marius Yuriu. And he won it, really, on a sprint, 14.4, almost half a mark. Commiserations to Noah Seifert and James Hall of Switzerland and Great Britain, respectively. They were very close, a tenth away from a place on the podium. And we will bring along in a moment the victory ceremony, but let's remind ourselves of how this one was decided, starting with the bronze medal for Spain's Joel Plata, his first ever European Championship medal. There may be more to come from this gymnast. The silver medal won by Robert Vorgal of Lithuania after his title of 2020. Third European Championship medal for him. And a full set of colours now as well, after parallel bars bronze in 2020. Important inquiry that. Gained the extra tenth of difficulty and it put him onto the podium. Such a convincing win for Marius Yuriu of Cyprus. 14.4 his score, and he becomes the first gymnast ever from his country to win a European Championship title. You know, sometimes Things really do come around, don't they? Because at the Commonwealth Games he won the bronze medal on the horizontal bar, and when his teammate Ilyas Yuriu won the gold, he ran over and grabbed hold of him as though he'd won the title himself. Well, now it's his moment. Medal ceremony on its way, the final medal ceremony of the European Men's Artistic Gymnastics Championships here in Munich.
Medal ceremony for the men's artistic gymnastics horizontal bar final. Sieger und Gerätinnen Reck.
The victory ceremony for the men's horizontal bar final at the European Championships of Artistic Gymnastics under the wider sporting umbrella of Munich 2022. The setting, the Olympiahalle.
The medals and Champions Flowers will be presented by. Die Medaillen und Champions Flowers werden überreicht von Fabian Hambüchen, Olympiasieger.
Now, he knows a thing or two about the horizontal bar. Fabian Hambüchen, top man at the Olympic Games on this piece.
European Gymnastics. Und James May, Men's Technical Committee, Mitglied von European Gymnastics. Bronze Medalist, Spain. Gewinner der Bronzemedaille für Spanien, Joel Plata.
Joel Plata of Spain, the bronze medalist, his first ever European Championship medal. This after coming fourth in the all-around competition. Make no mistake, he is a continental contender.
Silver Medalist, Lithuania. Gewinner der Silbermedaille für Litauen, Robert Tvorogal.
A full set of colours at the European Championships now for Robert Tvorogal of Lithuania. It was Bobby Dazzler.
Gold medalist and European champion, Cyprus. Gewinner der Goldmedaille und Europameister für Zypern, Marius Georgiou.
A moment beyond the wildest dreams of Cypriot gymnastics fans. For the first time in history, they have won a European Championship title. Marius Georgiou, the man who's done it. Super Marios with a superb accomplishment for his nation, and it means that now for the first time ever at the European Championships we're going to hear the national anthem of Cyprus. You almost want Fabian Hambüchen style roar as he hands over the plant.
The national anthem of Cyprus. die Nationalhymne von Zypern.
The hymn to liberty, played in honour of Marios Yuriou of Cyprus. And there they are, the medalists in the men's horizontal bar competition at Munich 2022. The final medal table sees Great Britain as the strongest performing nation, Italy and Germany the top three nations, the only nations to win more than one gold medal across the men's and women's senior competitions. Armenia, Hungary, Cyprus, Greece, gold medalists at these championships. Israel also winning a gold medal. Turkey, Ukraine, Lithuania, Netherlands, France and Spain making up the 14 nations on the podium at Munich 2022. And so the time has come to bid you a fond farewell as we look at the overall medal table at Munich 2022. It has been a great pleasure having your company for the Women's and Men's European Championships of Artistic Gymnastics. Joining me was Blythe Lawrence. I've been Ollie Hogben, saying farewell until next we meet.
In 30 seconds, we will continue with the next ceremony. Bleiben Sie bei uns, gleich gibt's die nächste Ehrung.